Okay guys, so we're here with Al, the homeowner, and Cal, our designer estimator. We're going to talk a little bit about the design process that was involved in the renovation. So we'll start with Cal. Cal, how did you find out the needs of the clients in the renovation?
Well, before you start off, the first thing you want to do is gather that information from the homeowner. So what you want to figure out is what the overall look that they're looking for. So in this case here, what I gathered was they went for the open feel, they wanted something modern, and they also wanted something with a bit of a traditional twist.
Okay, and Al, how did you find the design process?
Design process was very good. I felt that there was excellent level of customer service, and really ultimately they were hearing what our needs were.
Did Cal do a good job in leading the designers in taking your dream, your reality, the thing that you wanted for your renovation, and making it something tangible?
Absolutely. It was the key deciding factor whether we move or whether we stay. And the fact that we had a design in place that would allow us to stay in our home because we love all the other parts of our home. That design process was really the deciding factor in us staying in this home.
How did you find the design process? Was it enjoyable? Did you guys, was there any?
It was very good. We had both on-site visits here at the home and at the office with their amazing software that they use. Things were really able to be rendered in real life looking pictures, and the fact that we were able to do a walkthrough right here really allowed us to share the concept and design that we wanted as the final outcome.
Cal, let's go to this design software. Can you elaborate on it a little bit?
Yeah, the software literally will build you anything you want from A to B, from your start to complete occupancy.
So it gives you is it a layout plan, or what does it give you?
Well, you start off with your 2D, your AutoCAD. You lay everything out, what you want things to, in terms of positioning where you want things, and then you're able to put into a 3D render. Now within this 3D render, what you're able to do is look at your space, look at how much space is between, say, your countertop on the island and your countertop on your peninsula. Now, what we're also able to do is pick out the finishes, and this is one of the most important parts, is knowing what these finishes are going to look like and making sure, ensuring that everything actually goes together, and that is a very important part.
And Al, do you find that the actual kitchen renovation came out like you thought it would come out?
Yeah, based on that, the pictures we saw through the software, we had a really good idea what like schematics between the stainless steel, the cherry, the light colored granite, the darker floor, all that was put together in a real vibrant image that really gave us a good idea.
You had some other companies come in here and take a look at the space. And what were some of the things that they said couldn't be done, or that they didn't want to look at, that our company was able to address for you?
Absolutely. The key thing that it was the structural wall. There was a structural wall right here by the chairs, and OGC was the only company that, without the shadow of a doubt, said that they could handle that scope of work. Everyone else shied away from that. We're talking about huge additional costs involving plans in the city and whatnot. OGC took care of all that, incorporated it into our final estimate. Without a doubt, we're the best fit for the job.
So let me ask you, what's your favorite part of the renovation?
Well, the whole thing. I mean,
what's the single most favorite part of the kitchen in general for renovations?
I would say getting rid of that structural wall.
The structural wall?
That was key. That really separated these two rooms and didn't really allow for good communication and flow and conversation. And you guys are the only ones that stepped up.
How was the experience like for you?
The experience was great. I mean, from day one, we had the team come in to do an assessment. I met some of the key tradesmen that were going to be in on a daily basis. So really getting to know everyone before the job started. In a walkthrough in the home before even one hammer was thrown for the demo. Then it was just daily interacting with the guys on site, between the foreman and the actual project coordinator, everyone involved daily in the work were in communication with us as needs arise, and they were addressed sometimes within half an hour, within minutes sometimes. Sometimes it took a day, but it was always within 24 hours for sure.
Let's talk about the communication, because communication is key. The biggest loss in construction is miscommunication. How did you find the communication?
Well, it didn't hurt that I had a home office, so I was on site probably a little bit more than most homeowners during a renovation. However, when I was on the road and there was no one here, the communication between, if there was ever a point in the job, there would always be an email or a phone call to myself or my wife. The biggest thing is the fact that they wouldn't necessarily proceed without some kind of confirmation with us.
So let's talk about issues for a second. Now, of course, this is construction. So a lot of issues come up in constructions. They find new things, you know, something doesn't fit right, this, that, whatever. How did you find the issues were handled?
Wow. OGC handled all our surprises very tactfully. They were quick and sure of themselves in terms of the plan B.
Now let's talk about the quality. Is there anywhere here that you're not happy with the quality?
No, absolutely not. Like, I mean, everything from, you know, it's funny because there are specific tradespeople for every type. There's a tiler, there's a floor guy, there's a paint. But with OGC, everyone on that team can really do everything. They're very skilled at what they do, and it comes across in their workmanship.
Would you ever hire us again?
Absolutely. In fact, there's a project B that's going to be starting up hopefully soon once we get some pricing from you guys.
You had other quotes, right?
Absolutely.
And how did you find our pricing in comparison to the other guys?
Well, it was, you guys were the only one who respected our budget. When we gave you a budget, you came in at that number and didn't inflate it or lowball it or whatnot.
We're actually able to do that as well, if you don't mind me adding, is the fact that we actually get the help picking the finishes. So we wouldn't recommend something that, you know, significantly higher than what they can afford, and that goes into playing a huge role.
That's exactly it. A lot of times, you know, we have clients who come to us with a design already, but designers, the majority of designers are not contractors. They have no idea what things cost. We're contractors. We design it and we fit it into a specific budget, which is exactly what happened in this scenario over here. So let's leave it at that for now. I want to thank you, Alain. You know, you're an excellent client. We really appreciate having you. You're a good guy. Thank you for allowing us to shoot this video as well. And if there's anything in the future, you do have a warranty. You have our number, so you know how to get a hold of us.